Hello, trading is closed on September 10th, 2018. My last call said I was expecting a gap opening and a quick move outside of Friday's range. Thought it was most likely going to be up, and we had a target of 28.85.56 that printed, and there was resistance over the target. Now this target and this target were all generated by patterns on Thursday. But of course, at Thursday's close, we had a higher target. We had a lower target. We didn't have any trade, really. We just had targets. The system didn't say which came first. The system didn't give us entries, didn't give us any stops. But that changed once this target was hit. At this point, the system said you were at support, and there was a much higher target likely to print within a day. So unlike other systems where one gets a signal and then acts, with MEJT you get a signal which gives you a target, and then you have to wait for the appropriate time in which to act where the risk-reward ratio is in your favor. Kind of a tough to get used to concept, but once you do, it can help you a lot. Well, during the day, MEJT gave some signals to buy, and they've all worked. But as we've said, you can't just go long when you get a buy signal. It tells you there's a higher target. It doesn't preclude lower prices printing first, and that's why it isn't really a standalone system. You have to use other forms of technical analysis as well. But we don't have anything for tomorrow from the system, so we have to use other stuff. We have mixed signals. The commonest thing that happens is we gap and quickly move outside the day's range. What's positive about the chart, first of all, we have our volatility index reversal after trading over the upper Bollinger Band. Tends to mark a bottom. You have now closed over all these lows and even this low back here. So it's a market unable to hold on to the lows. Tomorrow's pattern is the one with the early high and the late high, and most of the time closes near the high of the day, and unless there's an early drop, tends to be a day which is positive. When it fails, tends to go down in a straight line. What isn't good about the chart is you dropped all day long. I ought to say it's positive when you drop all day long and can't close under this low, but it's not positive when you drop all day long and here's the open gap and here's the first low between these two highs and you close under it. It's kind of a rejection of this high, and that's why you have conflicting signals. Now, I had some dates on the 6th, which is here, and the 9th, which is over the weekend. There is a tolerance of a day or two, so if this low held, it would be right on schedule. Next dates I have are the 20th through the 22nd. Now, it used to be a truism to sell on Rosh Hashanah and buy on Yom Kippur, but in the last few years, just the opposite's been true. One should go long on Rosh Hashanah and sell on Yom Kippur. All these inconsistencies would be resolved if we gapped and promptly took out this high. And I guess you could call this a wall into the close, which would make such a gap plausible. And if we gap, and if we take out this high early, I expect it increases the chances this low is going to hold and we're going to have an up day. But if we can't, that kind of muddies the waters a bit too much for me. And if we can't take this high out early after a gap, I'm just not going to have a call because then I'm confused as to what's going on. And that's today's call.